Well, this is fantastic. Our next guest is inspiring others to ditch self-doubt and remember you are worthy.
Jamie Kern Lima is the beauty industry powerhouse who founded It Cosmetics, and she has a pretty incredible success story.
It's brand new this week and 4,800 already picked up. You are in the medium.
Yeah.
We also have...
It's a QVC Cinderella story. Jamie Kern Lima created It Cosmetics in her living room after having problems with makeup due to rosacea. After hearing no for years but not giving up, Jamie got her 10-minute chance on QVC. At the time, she only had $1,000 in her bank account. Trusting her instinct to use her own face and real women, something clicked with the audience. Her product sold out. She soon became the queen of QVC, making It Cosmetics the top-selling cosmetic brand on the network. Doors opened up to her with Ulta and Sephora clamoring for her brand. 8 years after starting her company with a lot of sweat and tears, Jamie sold It Cosmetics to L'Oreal for $1.2 billion.
Hear, hear.
I remember when that all happens. Jamie is now sharing some of her wisdom in her new book, Worthy, How to Believe You Are Enough and Transform Your Life. Whew, there she is.
So grateful to be here. I'm excited. Good morning.
Oh my gosh.
Good morning.
We are excited too.
Grateful to be here.
I just noticed your nameplate, Worthy.
Worthy.
I love a good
Yes.
branding moment.
That's right. So can you talk to us, let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
What made you want to pivot to beauty from television?
Yeah, I never thought that would happen. And for like anyone watching the three of us right now who's ever gone through a big setback in their life or a huge period of self-doubt. Well, first, what I know is setbacks are setbacks in life. I don't know who needs to hear this today. Our setbacks in life are almost always setups for what we're called to do, for what we're called to step into, for what God's plan is for us. But when we're going through them, we don't know. So I was anchoring the news, and I have hereditary rosacea. It gets really bumpy, and my makeup would break up, and I went through this long season where I couldn't find anything to cover, and I thought I would be in journalism my whole life. That's my whole dream since I was little. And I just took a detour, and I'm like, I got to figure out how to create a product that works for me. And then it turned into kind of this whole movement with trying to build inclusivity in the beauty industry. And it became a company I started in my living room. And I love that you guys showed on that video the nose, because what a lot of people don't know, they see It Cosmetics today, but it was years and years and years and years of no's, people saying, we don't believe in you, it's not going to happen. And it was really a journey of two things, trying to not let other people's no's equate to doubt in my own head. And then why I wrote Worthy is because every single person in life, whether it's our relationships, our hopes and dreams, our careers, our goals, like we don't become what we want, we become what we believe we're worthy of. And my whole journey was, how do I believe I'm worthy of actually launching this business? How do I believe I'm worthy of stepping into a boardroom and being called? Because as we're talking, 80% of women don't believe they're enough. 75% of female executives deal with imposter syndrome. So Worthy is for everyone who has some self-doubt to destroy and a destiny to fulfill.
You have just hit so many buttons for me personally in everything that you just said. What sticks out is the imposter syndrome and the self-doubt.
Yes.
I always am so fascinated by people who we have on the show, who I see in other shows or wherever that are talking about whatever this amazing thing is that they've done, when I see how many no's were leading up to that.
Yes.
Because for me, even in my day-to-day, I'm not trying to build a business or anything right now. I'm just trying to do this job.
Yes.
Sometimes the no's or whatever may happen to you that'll affect your self-image and promote that self-doubt along the way can be so crippling.
Yes.
How do you move past that?
Yes.
You said a lot of it is believing that you are worthy no matter what, but what's going on in your brain to trigger that belief, that blind belief almost?
Yes, so it is so many of us, exactly what you said, we fear rejection or failure, and those can shake our confidence, but when we let it take root, like past rejections and failures in our identity, and we start to think, I'm a failure, I'm a reject, that is when it takes root in our self-worth. And the fear of rejection and failure holds so many of us back, self-doubt kills more dreams than almost anything. And so Worthy, I'm so excited, by the way, for you to read chapter 2 in here, okay? Because there is a masterclass called When You Change Your Relationship with Rejection, You Change Your Entire Life. But what I want to say real quick to that question is this book, so if you know someone who is amazing and talented and doing all the things right and they're so confident, but you're like, why are they still doubting they're enough, right? Or we all know people in relationships that are unhealthy, or friendships, and you're like, oh my gosh, she's so amazing. Why is she staying in that relationship? It's because we're doing all the things that build confidence, which is external, like our skill sets, our fitness goals, our willingness to try all the things, but none of those build self-worth, which is different. And our self-worth is our ceiling. So, for example, you could be crushing it in business, in your career, in all the things in your life, and all those things help you build confidence, which is largely based on the external, which fluctuates. But the deep internal belief that you're enough is your self-worth, your identity, and it's your ceiling. Your self-worth is your ceiling. And so, like, what Worthy is all about is it's not about all the things you need to learn. Every person listening to the three of us right now is fully worthy. So this is a book about how do you unlearn those lies that lead to self-doubt and reignite the truths that wake up worthiness, so you raise your ceiling of self-worth. And that's how you overcome imposter syndrome.
Jamie, to that point, I was just talking to my mentor, and she said the most important conversation you have is the one you have with yourself. And I said, but how do I do that? Because people say to me all the time, they're like, oh my God, you're so successful. And I'm like, if you only knew what's going on here and here. What you are successful, you work on yourself, you've written 2 books about it. What do you do every day? Do you are you a vision board gal? Do you journal? Do you talk to yourself? I mean, concrete things. Because when I talk to my mentees, I'm like, I work out. That for me is where I sort everything out of my brain. And now I'm reaching my ceiling. So I'm like, oh boy, what do I do next?
So building our self-worth is a lifelong journey. I apply these tools every single day. 2 quick things on that with a concrete takeaway for anyone watching us right now. When I was at the peak of my career, I had a lifelong dream come true. I met Oprah, right? And that was my lifelong dream. But guess what happened after I met her? Even when I met her, I was crushing my career. All these things were going right. She gave me her number, her cell number, and I didn't call her for 4 years.
I thought you were going to say you lost it. I was going to be like, oh no.
I didn't call her for 4 years. And 4 years later, I realized, wow, I have a lot of confidence. But deep down inside, I didn't believe I was worthy of being her friend. And when we as individuals don't believe we're enough, we'll either get stuck, because our self-worth is our ceiling. We'll get stuck, right? Whether it's in our career, in what we believe we're worthy of, or we'll sabotage things, which is what I did with Oprah. It's why 3 years ago I became so obsessed with self-worth and going, what do you do to build it? And really quick, just to answer that question, because someone can apply this in their life right now. Oh my gosh. Every one of us has negative self-talk, and our entire life experience is the story we are telling ourselves, often about ourselves, right? And the depth of love and connection we can have with another human being, friendship, our viewers, customers, people on social media, our partner, it can only be as deep as the depth of love and connection we have for ourselves. For generations, most of our families have been thinking, especially women, that self-love is selfish. It's like, when we, first of all, you're aware.
Start with us.
Yeah, because you're aware of what you're saying.
It all goes back to
We have run out of time, and I feel like we just got started.
We gotta read this book. Here's how you reframe what you're thinking, by the way. Reframe, redefine, revisit past. It teaches you, there's a 4-part framework on how to change your negative self-talk for anyone who has it.
That was the hook right there. Now you have to get the rest in the book. Jamie Kern Lima, thank you so much for joining us today.
I'm excited. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
This was a real pleasure.
Thank you for coming.